Calling all cars. Watch for black sedan. License 1 Thomas 374. Believed to be holdup car. 1 criminal wounded during holdup. That is all.
Hank, let the car.
Yeah. How do we know this clock will take care of him? It's after 4.
He'd better take him.
Yes, gentlemen. Why? What's the matter with him?
Never mind. I don't want you to take care of my friend. He's had a little accident.
Come right in. Come right in. Put him here, please. This man has been shot.
I don't feel so good either, Doc. Have you got something for gas?
Shut up. We didn't ask you whether he was shot or not. Just fix him up.
Car's okay, boss.
Gentlemen, just what does this mean?
All right, Sawbones, get busy.
See here, you can't talk to me like that.
Doc, I'm Frank Dillon.
Frank Dillon?
You heard about me, huh, Doc?
Yes, I have.
All right. Just do as I say and nothing will happen to you.
Yes. Yes, I'll see what I can do. But these bullet wounds look very serious.
You don't see any bullet wounds, Doc. It's
appendicitis.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh, I see, yes. It's appendicitis. Yes. Yes, I'll see what I can do. Gentlemen, this man's skull has been fractured. Perhaps there's a fragment pressing against his brain. He should be put in a hospital. I can't attempt a delicate operation like this without x-rays. It's impossible.
Nothing's impossible, Doc. Now, do you take care of my friend or do we take care of you?
But what if he doesn't live?
He'd better live.
Yes. Yes, I'll do the best I can. I can only pray heaven that my best may be good enough.
Oh, so you believe in heaven, huh, Doc?
I am entitled to my beliefs.
Why, of course, sure you are. I'm broad-minded about religion. Get going.
Yes, but let me prepare myself first.
All right, make it snappy.
Yes.
Look! Vitamins!
Ah, fight it.
Hello. Get me police headquarters.
Hey, listen, boss, we're heading for a pack of trouble for nothing.
What we do for Joe isn't for nothing.
I know, but Joe's done for. With them kind of holes in him, he ain't got a chance.
We're gonna save him if we can.
Now,
Hello.
What's taking that Doc so long, I
Please,
wonder?
hurry.
Sounds like he's talking to somebody.
Hurry. Get me police headquarters. Hello. Is this police headquarters? This is...
We're getting old anyhow. I just did you a favor, now you can go to your heaven in a hurry. Just tell them Frank Dillon sent you.
Joe's still out?
Yeah.
where are we heading for, boss?
We're going up to Mike's camp at the lake. Maybe we can get Nora to take care of Joe. Hank, I'm leaving you off at Painthurst. Get Nora and bring her up to camp.
Boss, we can't take a chance on her. What if she opens a trap?
She won't talk as long as Joe's alive. She doesn't want to see him in the pen. And get her at the hospital and grab a plane. I'll pick you up at the little airport near Silver Lake. It'll be just like a vacation in the country for Nora.
Okay, you're the boss.
All right, Frank, let him come in. All right, boys, the chief will see you now.
It's about time.
Yeah, I'm a half an hour late already. How much they get away with in the robbery?
When do you expect to get it?
Wasn't one of them shot?
Take it easy, boys. Take it easy. We're going to capture this gang.
Bill Birdie, Chief.
Have you got any witnesses to identify the mob, Chief?
Well, no. We don't know who they are. But every road leading out of the county has been closed. They'll never break through those barricades.
What about the washout at Painthurst? They blocking off the detours?
Every available man is on this job. A 200-mile area is being completely surrounded. You can print that the criminals will be apprehended within 24 hours.
Okay, Chief.
That's just thanks, Chief.
Callahan.
Hope they don't nab Hank while he's picking up Nora.
What do you mean, nab? Nobody knows we're in this neck of the woods.
We interrupt this musical program to bring a flash news announcement. The Citizens Bank in Warrington was robbed this morning, and the criminals escaped in a gun battle with approximately $20,000. Police Chief Hanson is sure of a quick capture, however, as every road leading out of the county has been closed. All motorists are asked to cooperate. Thank you.
We'll cooperate, all right.
Yeah. Say, Frank, why don't we stop and get some water? I want to take one of these pills I swiped from that Sawbones. Vitamins. Oh, boy. If these pills don't make me healthy, nothing will.
Keep your eyes on the road. We make that turn pretty soon.
I'm watching for it. It ought to be near here someplace. I should have swiped some bicarbonate, too.
Here it is. Turn sharp.
This. Charles, you drive right ahead. We've done nothing wrong. Officer, why are we stopped? But, officer,
That's all right, brother. I know just how you feel. My wife tells me how to drive, too. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I guess you can go.
Thanks, officer. Hey, what's all the blockade about?
The bank in Warrington was robbed today.
Tell. It's getting so a man don't know where to put his money.
Try defense bonds, buddy. You're always sure of your dough there.
You got something there, officer?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Miss Madison, I want to talk to you alone.
I'll see you tomorrow, Dottie. What do you want?
It's Joe.
What is it this time? Can't he leave me alone?
He needs you. He's had an accident.
An accident? I always knew one of your accidents would catch up with him someday. Where is he?
I better take you to him.
All right, I'll have to give the head nurse some excuse. I can't just walk out.
Everything all right, Mike?
Great.
How'd it go? Joe got mugged. Get him inside. Pills. Get over to the airport and get Hank and Nora. We gotta get a doctor. He's slipping fast. Yeah. Take care of the truck. All right. What kind of doctor lives in this crummy-looking joint?
Oh, he's a good doc, boss.
Okay.
Sadie, if it weren't for you, I'd die of pernicious anemia. I'm always sure of my supper with you around. How'd you like to become Mrs. Stephen Bishop? Now, don't try to hatch that, Sadie. Come in. Oh, hello, Mike.
Hiya, Doc. Say, there's been an accident over at my lodge. You better come on over.
Well, you've caught me at a bad time. I'm giving up practice here. I'm quitting.
Quitting?
Is there another doctor in this jerk town?
The nearest is 22 miles away. We got to have somebody quick, Dr. Bishop. Why are you pulling out?
Well, patients were getting too scarce here for my health. I've taken job as camp doctor with a Billings lumber outfit.
But look, Doc, my best pal's been shot.
Shot?
Yeah. We were out hunting. He got in the way of my gun. He's pretty bad.
Oh, well, that's different. All right, Mike. I guess the camp can wait another day.
Oh, gee, thanks, Doc.
I'll make it up to you, Doc. I always treat my doctors right.
What's the idea of the reception committee on the gate?
The game warden was here last week, Doc. Just visiting. He gave us a warning. Said there were prowlers around.
Prowlers up here? Why don't you phone the sheriff down at the junction?
Sheriff a good friend of yours?
Yes, we're old friends.
So Mr. Dillon always has a lot of money around. That's why we got to be careful. You know how it is.
I'm afraid I don't. All I'd ever get from me is a bunch of IOUs.
This is Sawbones?
Yeah. Boys, I want you to meet, what's your name?
Dr. Bishop.
Yeah, that's right, Dr. Bishop.
Howdy, Doc. Where's the man that was shot?
He's in the front room.
I'll show him to you.
Haven't these men ever seen a doctor before?
If they did, it was just to have their heads examined.
That doc looks to me like he needs some vitamins.
This is Dr. Bishop, nurse. He's going to take care of Joe. Doc, this is Nora Madison.
How do you do, Doctor?
How do you do, Miss Madison? How's your patient?
Bad wounds near the heart and in the skull.
I'm glad he's in capable hands. I'm not used to such efficient assistance.
Couldn't ask for a better nurse, Doc. She's tops.
This is bad. You've got to get this man to the hospital.
No soap. Joe stays here. I got you because I don't want a hospital.
Well, maybe you're right. Perhaps it isn't safe to move him. We'll operate immediately. Now, let me see. Where can we...
There's a large table in the kitchen. I can prepare it.
Thank you.
You want the boys to move him?
Yes, please. If they can do it carefully and quickly.
Right.
There doesn't seem to be any hemorrhage of the cardiac region. There's indications of paralysis probably caused by pressure on the brain.
They're not going to attempt a brain operation here. Under these conditions with no x-rays.
I know I'm only a backwoods doctor, Miss Madison, and brain operations are for specialists. But in this case, we have no alternative. Please see there's plenty of hot water.
Very well, Dr. Bishop.
Mitch and Jake are going to bring Joe in. What else do you need?
Water, lots of it.
Okay, boys, help the doctor. Hank, Pills.
Yeah.
Grab a couple of buckets and get some water. We got to help the doctor.
Come on, Pills.
Well, imagine Pills Davis helping in a real operation. I feel just like Florence Nightingale.
Oh, come on.
Move him back just a little. That's fine.
Need any of the boys while you operate, Doc?
I might need some help.
Okay, Mr. Davis will help you. He's interested in medicine.
He is?
Yeah, pills mostly. He takes them by the carload.
He should be a lot of help.
Put those on the stove.
Thank you, gentlemen. You'll all have to leave now except Mr. Davis.
Why me? I don't need no carbon.
You can help on the dock, stupid.
No kidding.
Will you please sterilize the instruments, Miss Madison?
It's been operating for an hour and a half already.
Yeah, it's giving me the creeps. Boss, if Joe dies, that doc's gonna want to turn in a report.
What makes you think he's going to be here to turn in a report?
Now you're talking. Get rid of him right away.
Quit beefing, will you? You don't know who we are.
Well, why wait till he finds out?
Because he's got to keep Joe alive, see?
All right, but what if Joe dies?
And Doc dies. That's fair, isn't it?
Scalpel.
You better get some sleep now, Dr. Bishop.
I should go home and pack. I'm leaving here tomorrow.
May I congratulate you, Doctor?
Thank you.
It's all over, Doc?
Yes.
How about it? How is he?
I'm afraid it'll be a long time before we can tell.
Why, what's the matter?
Mr. Marshall is still alive, if that's what you want to know.
Why will it take so long before you can tell?
The pressure on the brain has been relieved, but the paralysis remains.
He won't be able to move for weeks, if ever.
You mean he's gonna be like that forever?
Well, it all depends. If the injured nerves heal, it'll be normal again. If not, I don't know. Miss Madison, you must be tired. Do you have a place here for her?
Yeah, sure, but how about you, Doc? You're not leaving.
I must. I'll have another doctor take over tomorrow.
You can't walk out on us now.
There's nothing more I can do. I have to get to the camp, you know.
Listen, Doc. Joe's my best pal. A new doctor coming in now wouldn't know everything about the case like you do. As long as the odds are so short on Joe, I want to give him every chance I can. I don't want you to go.
Mr. Dillon, I've got to get to the other job. I've told you...
Okay, Doc, I'll put my cards on the table. You said they're going to give me $150 a month at the camp?
Yes.
I'll make it $500 if you stay.
500?
Let him go. You don't need him here. Let him go to his job.
Just a minute, nurse. I decided to buy this place from Mike as sort of an investment. I spent a lot of dough coming up here every week hunting and fishing. I'd like to have a doctor around. You never know when an accident's going to happen. Look at Joe. Where would I have been if I hadn't found you?
You must think a lot of Mr. Marshall.
I think a lot of his whole family. They'd blame me if Joe was to die.
Well, your offer's very flattering, Mr. Dillon, but it isn't only the money. I want to do research, and the camp has a fine laboratory.
Okay. Make up a list of all the things you'll need, and I'll set up as good a laboratory as the camp would have.
It'll cost you a lot of money. How do you know I'm worth it?
I'll take my chances. Besides, maybe you'll discover something important and write me down in history as the guy who footed the bill. By the way, you'll be needing an assistant, won't you?
Yes, I will. Would you stay and help me, Miss Madison?
Of course I will, Dr. Bishop.
Good, it's a deal.
Attaboy, Doc. You just made a decision that gives you a new lease on life.
Well, it's something I've always wanted, a laboratory of my own.
Okay. We fixed up a bedroom for you upstairs. The nurse will stay right here in the next room so she can take care of Joe.
Yeah, thanks.
What's the matter, Doc? Something on your mind?
Oh, no, I was just thinking of all the things I could do with that $500 a month.
Yeah, sure. Maybe you and your girlfriend get married, huh?
Girlfriend? Me? No, I have no girlfriend, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's better that way. With women get in your hair. You stay away from dames and you stay away from trouble. Present company accepted, of course. What's the matter, Doc? Something else on your mind? Out with it.
Yes, there is. Could I speak to you alone for a minute, Mr. Dillon?
Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
If you gentlemen would assist me with Mr. Marshall, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Come on, boys.
Okay, Doc, what's on your mind?
You realize, of course, that I know this wasn't a hunting accident.
Yeah? What makes you think that, Doc?
Well, the type of bullets used, for one thing. You know, I've got to notify the police.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Doc. Yeah, I suppose I might as well come clean with the whole thing.
That'd certainly simplify matters.
You see, Doc, Joe and I have been pals for years. More like brothers. We never did anything without the other. Then we had this argument, something personal. I lost my temper. I'm always doing that. I always get into a jam.
Just what happened?
Well, during the argument, Joe took a shot at me and I took a couple of shots at him.
I see.
Joe's got to live, Doc.
Yes. I think I know what you mean. Good night, Mr. Dillon.
Good night, Doc.
Who is it?
Who'd you expect? Come on, let me in.
What do you want?
Well, let me in. I want to talk to you.
I've nothing to talk to you about. Get out.
You haven't changed a bit, have you, Nora?
Regarding you, no. There's only one member of this family you can dictate to.
Aren't you even grateful to me for saving Joe's life?
Saved it for what, the electric chair? Lucky for you, you had Dr. Bishop, or he'd be dead now. I wish he was.
Think the doc's okay, huh?
He's a fine surgeon.
Well, he'd be okay if he sticks to his surgery and leaves you alone.
What do you mean?
Well, you wouldn't want anything to happen to him, kind of accidentally, would you?
You wouldn't do to him what you did to old Dr. Carter. Your friends let that one slip out.
I may have to, Nora. That doc's too smart. He already suspects something about how Joe was shot. You wouldn't want him to tip the law, would you?
You wouldn't commit another murder.
Why not? I might do more than that for Joe if I thought it would mean anything to you.
Get out! Get out of here!
Okay. No one's going any place. We all got plenty of time.
No. This one.
No, this one. That's better.
See what happens.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Howdy, Doc. Say, Doc, you got any vitamins that'll keep kibitzers out of my hair?
No, I'm afraid not.
You and your pills. Come on, play, will you?
It was nice of you to bring my car and the rest of my things over. Thank you.
That's a pleasure.
No, this one.
No, but this is better.
See what happens.
Jim, see what happens. I'm blitzed. I'm a dead pigeon.
You don't play very well, do you?
Oh, Doc, scram, will you? You make me nervous.
All right, Mr. Davis, I'm sorry.
Mr. Davis. Say, Doc, wait a minute, will you? I was only fooling. Say, will you take a look at my stomach later? This game always gives me nervous indigestion.
Why, certainly, whenever you say. My time's yours now, you know.
Thanks a lot, Doc. Gee, that's wonderful. It's just like living in a hospital. You gotta give me a chance to get even, and without you. Come on.
Hello.
Say, the doc's trying to use the phone. How about the switch? I fixed it the first thing this morning. But I'll take another look to make sure. Here, play my hand for me, will you? But remember, it's my hand.
Hello.
It's okay.
Then let him keep trying.
No, this one.
Oh, this is better.
Now, try this one. See what happens.
Gin.
I'm just going into town.
Okay, Doc.
Who was that went through there?
The doc, he went into the town.
Why, you lame brain. I better go tell the boss. Where's Frank? Hey, boss.
What is it?
The doc just grabbed the cars heading towards town. Do you want me to get through?
Why, you sap. Come on, Jake, stay here and watch the dame. If he gets away, we'll all be hunting a firecracker. Hey, where do you think... Oh, it's you, Doc.
Of course it's me. What's the idea of running me off the road? Are you all crazy?
No, we ain't nuts.
We thought someone was trying to swipe your car.
That's ridiculous. Who'd want to steal this wreck?
Well, you remember those prowlers I told you about? We thought we'd catch one of them.
Yeah? Well, you almost killed me trying to do it.
I'm awful sorry about that, Doc. Just where were you headed for, anyhow?
Do I have to account for every minute of my day for that $500 a month?
Oh, no, of course not. I'd like to know where you are, just in case Joe or someone should need you in a hurry.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I suppose I should have told you. Miss Madison's very efficient and... Well, I was just going down to the junction to send a telegram.
Telegram? Who to?
What's the idea of the cross-examination? I've got to let the Billings Lumber Company know I'm not coming.
Oh, so that's where you were going to send it.
I tried to phone the telegram, but the wire was dead.
Dead? Oh, well, Pills had it fixed. You can go back with us now and make a phone call. No sense in going way into town for nothing. Pills, Mitch, fix the doc's car and bring it back. The doc will go with me. That laboratory stuff will be up here in about a week. I had it ordered for you already.
Oh, you did? Well, that's fast work.
I never waste time, Doc. You know, I've been trying to dope you out. You seem like a pretty smart guy, yet you live like a gopher in a hole. Don't you ever hear any news up here?
Well, such as what?
Well, like war news or bank robberies or killings.
I don't get much pleasure out of those things. Oh, I've got a radio, but I burned out a couple of tubes about 3 months ago and can't afford new ones. I spend every minute I can in research.
Yeah. Well, maybe you got the right slant. Okay, Doc. As soon as the laboratory stuff comes up, you can get back to being a gopher again. Let's go, fellas.
Junk set you back a nice piece of change, boss. Why didn't you stall the doc out of it?
What for? It's worth it. Toys will keep the guy's mind off us.
Maybe he's not the fool you think he is. For my dough, he's hep to us now.
Where'd you get that idea?
Him and Nora's been doing a lot of talking we don't hear. If she was to fall for the doc, she might forget and tell him about us.
You seem pretty sure he's got the inside track with Nora.
I've got eyes, ain't I?
Oh, I'm not worried about Nora. She knows she's got to start thinking my way. Get a lot of stupid.
Hey, don't be so tough with that person. That may be a dame.
Ah, go on.
Now, wait a minute. You may look that way soon.
Yeah? Huh? Maybe you're right. Hey, if I'd have known you was a tomato, I wouldn't have treated you so rough. Sorry, lady. Allow me.
Hey, what are you doing, dancing?
Yeah, I'm cutting a rug. Look, Doc, we're dancing. Say, where do I put this?
Just put it up there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Doc, will you settle something for me? Is this a guy or a dame?
It's neither, Pills. It's a gorilla.
A gorilla? You know, I thought it looked like Slats O'Brien all the time. Hiya, Slats. You lost a lot of weight since I seen you last. Oh, so you won't talk, huh? Got high tone since you joined that Boston mob. Why, I ought to plug you. Say, that's funny, ain't it?
Will you put this over there, please, Nora?
Maybe it is. Well, I'll go out and bring some more of the junk in. What have I done now?
Oh, Doc.
I needed those slides for a blood count.
I didn't know they counted blood, Doc. I'm sorry about those.
Forget it. I can replace them at the drugstore down at the junction. They usually carry a small supply there for the hospital and myself.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, I'll go and get some more.
You want to come with me, Nora?
What about our patient?
We'll go in and see him.
Seemed a little better this morning.
Good. I know you can't talk, Mr. Marshall, but blink your eyes twice if that pain in your head's eased up. That's fine. Now, how about the chest? The bandage too tight? Blink twice if it's all right.
How'd you like the stuff?
I don't think I could ask for a better laboratory, Mr. Dillon.
That's fine. How's Joe coming?
He can tell you himself. Mr. Dillon wants to know how you are, Joe. Blink once if you're feeling better.
Hey, that's pretty good. He can carry on a regular conversation in blinks. 1 blink for yes, 2 blinks for no. If we don't like the conversation.
All right, you've had enough company for one day. I want you to get some sleep now. We want to talk to you, Mr. Dillon.
Why, sure.
I've given him something to ease the pain, so we mustn't be too encouraged by the way he thinks he feels.
That means he isn't getting better so fast, eh, Doc?
No, his temperature's down in the morning, but it picks up again at night. And that's quite usual, but gets a little too high for my satisfaction.
Well, isn't there anything else you can do?
Well, we're doing everything we can right now. However, I'm going to do another blood count this afternoon.
You mean you were?
Why, what's the matter?
Oh, the slides I need were broken. An accident, chipping. Nora and I are going down to the junction to replace them.
Oh? You're going in with Nora?
Yes.
You're sure you'll need those slides?
I don't have to invent an excuse to leave this house, or do I?
Well, maybe not. I don't like the idea of the two of you going in and leaving Joe alone. I think maybe Nora ought to stay.
If it's the patient you're concerned about, Mr. Dillon, you needn't worry. I gave him something that'll make him sleep for several hours.
You know I wouldn't leave the patient if I didn't think it were all right.
Yeah, but you two are being a little more than friendly.
Well, what business is it of yours?
Doctor, please, it isn't necessary.
I don't object to romance, so long as it doesn't interfere with me.
What does that mean?
There's something we haven't talked about, Doc. You see, I have a sort of option on Nora.
Stop it.
Oh, I had no idea of your interest in Miss Madison. Nora, do you still want to go down to the junction with me?
Yes.
You aren't going anywhere.
I think you're mistaken, Mr. Dillon.
trouble.
Well, he can get another doctor.
Won't be as easy as that.
What do you mean?
Doctor, why did you do it?
Because Dillon engaged you as a nurse doesn't give him any right to...
Please don't worry about me. I'm used to taking care of myself.
Hey, you going someplace, Doc?
Yes, we're going down to the junction.
Does Frank know?
I'm sure he does.
Okay. You don't mind if Pills and me goes along, do you?
Why, do I have to have a bodyguard every place I go?
Bodyguard? Well, we just want to do some shopping, that's all.
Yeah, we want to send some postcards to the boys back home.
All right, but you'll have to ride in the rumble seat.
The rumble seat? But it's cold today, Doc.
You don't have to go, you know.
We'll ride any place you say, Doc.
Me with my delicate constitution riding in a rumble seat. It's a good thing I got my mittens with me.
Look, Sawbones, something wrong?
Nothing that this won't cure.
What's the matter? Does Sawbones get your goat?
Yeah. I almost took care of him before I intended.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He can't get away, and you need him now.
Yeah. I'll take care of him when I'm ready.
I guess I'm old-fashioned about women, Miss Madison, but I never seem to realize that the modern girl really can take care of herself.
Most of them can.
Frank Dillon takes a lot for granted. You know, he had me worried.
Anyway, I am grateful for your help, Dr. Bishop.
Oh, it was nothing at all, Miss Madison. In fact, it was a distinct pleasure.
Thank you. I meant to ask you, why did you take the job with Frank Dillon?
Well, I think mostly it was a matter of professional conceit. I never had a chance to perform a brain operation like that before.
I've worked with a great many doctors, but I don't think any one of them could have handled it as well, considering the conditions under which you worked. It was quite wonderful.
Thank you. I'm glad we've reached a mutual agreement. You're quite wonderful yourself.
How's that leg of yours, Walter?
Oh, it's as good as new. That Doc Bishop sure is a wonderful doctor.
Yeah, he's pretty good, I guess, for a young fellow. Say, speak of the devil, look who's here.
Well, if it isn't Doc Bishop, hiya, Doc.
Hi, Walter.
Don't tell me you've got so much business you have to hire a nurse.
State Trooper Leary, Miss Madison.
How do you do?
Well, I do much better since Doc Bishop fixed up my broken leg for me.
His motorcycle got temperamental one day, and we fished Mr. Leary out of a ravine.
It's a good thing I didn't fall on my head. Would you like a soda or something?
No, thanks.
I don't think so, Walter. Thanks.
Now I know what it's like to ride in a tank.
Hey, get a load of what's in front of us. It's a cop's bike.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
Wait a minute. Nobody knows us around here. Take it easy.
Yeah, I gotta get some pills. This ride made me feel kind of obnoxious.
All right, come on.
I haven't seen you for some time, Walter. Where have you been?
The sheriff had us over to Wenatchee County. We put out a dragnet for that gang that robbed the Warrington Bank, but they got through somehow.
I haven't heard about any robbery.
Well, we've been hearing plenty. I sure wish we could nab them. Be a feather in our hats. Not to mention that $10,000 reward.
We picked a nice place to duck.
Easy now. Act like a regular customer.
I hope this drugstore sells vitamins for nerves. My nerves are killing me.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
Huh? Oh, are those vitamin pills?
Yes.
Is that all you got?
Is that all?
Doc, I've got to get back in the saddle. Goodbye, Miss Madison. I'm very glad to have met you.
Goodbye. Steve, I don't want you to ask any questions. You've got to do as I say.
What's wrong?
I can't tell you now. You must get away from here.
What's the matter with you, Nora?
I don't want you to go back to the lodge. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? Why?
Steve, I told you no questions. You must do as I say.
Now you've got me so curious I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
Steve, please. You've got to get away from here and don't come back.
And die of curiosity? I'm sorry, Nora. We've got a lot of work to do.
Steve.
Now, wait a minute. We're both wonderful, remember? Come on, let's get those slides.
Glad that cop's gone.
I just got a load of what the doc and Nora was talking about, and I don't like it.
What was it?
Oh, here you are, young man. What are you going to do? Feed vitamins to the whole army?
No, I'm a sick man, Bud. It's gonna take a lot of this to build me up. Look at my tongue.
Get the size of it. Makes you wonder how he keeps it all on his face.
Hello, Jess. Here's a list of some things I need.
Hold your horses, Doc. Have you got the cash to pay for this?
Well, just put them on the bill, Jess.
Put them on the bill. You owe me $60 now.
Well, I'll have lots of money at the end of the month.
See me then.
This is important. We need these things, all of them.
I have a badly injured patient.
Well, if you have the cash to pay for it, you can have it. And I'll expect you to pay that $60 you owe me at the end of the month. Comes to $4.32.
I've only got $2.
I've got the rest.
Come on, step on it, pal. We want to get out of this joint.
Yeah, and if these vitamins don't do what it says on the bottle, I'm coming back here and make you eat the labels.
The white counts are way up.
What can we do?
We must whip this infection. I think we'd better stay with the patient all night. I haven't much hope, Nora.
Steve, we've got to save him. We must.
This doesn't sound like a nurse of your experience. We're doing everything we can.
Steve, it isn't only Joe. It's you and myself. That's what I was trying to tell you down at the drugstore. We'll never get out of here alive if Joe dies.
What are you talking about?
I didn't want to tell you, not yet.
Well, don't you think you'd better while I can still hear?
Steve, Joe Marshall is my brother.
Your brother? Why didn't you tell me this before?
These men, my brother, they all work with Frank Dillon. They were the ones who robbed the Warrington Bank. They made me come up here from the hospital to take care of Joe. The police don't even know who committed the robbery. They don't suspect Frank because his gang's supposed to be operating in the East.
I always felt there was something wrong when Dillon insisted on keeping those 2 slugs.
You should have got away when I wanted you to. Steve, this place is a death house. If Joe dies, they'll kill us. We know too much about them.
We may think of something. Meanwhile, Joe's still alive. We've got to keep him that way. I feel sorry for you, Nora. Joe couldn't have treated you very well.
No. Let's go in, Steve.
He's very weak, Nora.
Let me talk to him.
All right.
Joe. Joe, can you hear me? That's better. Joe, listen. You've got to fight awfully hard. You always said you wanted to do something big for me. Well, this is it. You've got to live, Joe. Get well. It means the one thing I want in life. Just blink once if you know what I'm saying, Joe. Try to sleep, Joe. You'd better get some sleep too, Steve. I want to stay with him.
All right. This will be fine. And I'll be here if you need me.
Thank you. Joe. Steve. Steve.
What is it?
Joe's dead. How about adrenaline?
It's no use. He's better off this way, Nora. He never could have licked that paralysis.
I know. But Steve, what about you? The minute they find out about Joe, they'll vote you out of the way.
I haven't been very bright about this, Nora. I haven't thought of anything we can do.
Steve, listen, we don't have to let Frank know about Joe. We've got to keep him from learning.
Now, that's almost impossible.
Maybe we can fool them long enough to figure something out.
Well, we can try. Are you going to lie down for a while? I'll stay here and see that nobody comes near Joe. Nora,
Yes, Steve.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing that can't wait.
Good night.
Great things, these vitamins, Mike. I had vitamins A, B, and C for breakfast this morning. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm going to ask the doc if I can eat some of those chocolate-covered ones for dessert.
You've been eating so many of them things, you must look like a load of buckshot on the inside.
Yeah, well, I'll bet these vitamins keep me alive 10 years longer than you. Just look at me.
I am looking at you. It ain't worth
it. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. How are you today?
Oh, tops. How's Joe doing?
He's sleeping. You better leave till he wakes.
I think you're right. Oh, just a minute, Doc. I took a handful of those vitamins this morning. Do you think it'd hurt if I gobbled some of them chocolate ones?
Do you mean to say you ate a handful of those pills?
Yeah, I want to get healthy quick.
That's the worst thing you could have done, Mr. Davis.
No kidding. I feel okay. What can happen to me?
Several things. Let me see. Just what I was afraid of.
Well, what is it? Tell me quick.
What else did you have to eat besides those pills?
Let's see, I started dinner last night with some ice cream. Then I had a steak. Then soup.
You started with ice cream and finished with soup?
Yeah.
Just as I thought. You've got an upside-down stomach.
Is that bad?
It's not good. Because of eating backwards and taking all those vitamins, you've overtaxed your vital organs. Your tissues will shrivel up like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Doc. All of a sudden, I feel awful. As soon as you told me what was wrong, I felt it.
I thought you would. It's very serious.
Oh, what am I going to do, Doc?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nora. I've just been examining Mr. Davis. He's a very sick man.
Is that so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's a wonderful doctor, Nora. He figured out what was wrong with me just like that. I got an inside-out stomach.
Yes, you don't look any too good.
Oh, I know. I feel it now, all right. My tissues are shriveling up just like that. I can almost hear them.
I've got to get you a special counter-irritant to turn your stomach around again. I'd better get down to the village right away.
Oh, all right, Doc. You gotta do something for me, Doc. You gotta help me, Doc.
All right. Tell Mr. Dillon I won't be long.
Why don't you tell him yourself? Where you going?
Mr. Davis is very sick. I have to get a special remedy for him at the village.
Yeah? He always thinks he's sick. You aren't going anywhere. You're staying here.
This time he really is sick.
I feel like I'm croaking, boss.
Yeah? Seemed to be all right a little while ago.
I got an upside-down stomach. Please let the doc go, boss.
If you're sick, go to bed. As far as you're concerned, Doc, you're still staying. You can write out a prescription. Hank will have it filled for you.
But Mr. Dillon...
No buts, Doc. Nobody goes to the village unless I tell him. Start writing that prescription.
All right, whatever you say.
I think I'll go to bed.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Tell you, boss, when they started gabbing to that state trooper, I got the creeps. They was talking low, like they didn't want us to hear.
Nora wouldn't dare tip the law.
Oh, no? I caught part of their chatter. They mentioned the bank in Warrenton, and the cop says it's a 10-grand reward.
All right, give me time to think.
What, boss? There ain't much to think about. We gotta knock that sawbones off and scram out of here.
Yeah, if we can move Joe, we'll get rid of the doc and beat it.
What about Nora?
Let me take care of that. How about it, Doc? Prescription ready?
Yeah, so I hope it does the trick.
Yeah, I don't want any more of my friends to get sick. I'm paying you $500 a month to keep them well.
For that amount of money, I guess you're entitled to a little help.
Ah, this is all Greek to me.
Not quite. Latin.
Yeah, that's the trouble with you doctors. You even write castor oil so it looks important. Hank.
Yeah, boss?
Take this into town and get it filled. And step on it. We haven't got much time.
Be sure and tell the druggist it's from me.
Okay, Doc.
I guess I'd better take a look at the patient. Simple enough plan. I hope it's not too simple.
He only gets there before it's too late.
How's Joe feeling?
Not so loud. He's still asleep.
Okay. Let me know when he wakes up. I want to talk to him.
Is it important?
Yeah. Think he's well enough to be moved?
Moved? Of course not. That's impossible.
That's what you say, Doc. All right, I'll talk to him when he wakes up.
Think the doc is stalling you, boss?
Maybe, but he won't be doing it long.
Tell me your friend finished all those pills.
Yeah. Doc Bishop wants this filled in a hurry.
Prescription from Doc Bishop. I'm sorry, we haven't any of the ingredients in stock.
What do you mean you haven't got any?
You heard what I said.
But you haven't even looked at the prescription.
Bishop's name is enough for me.
Oh, the doc owes you too much dough, huh? Well, I'll give you double, triple, only fix this thing up right away.
You mean to pay cash?
That's right.
Very well. Sure this is from Doc Bishop?
Well, sure, I'm sure.
Well, I'm certain I have this in stock. Wait right here.
Okay, pal, but make it snappy.
Yes, right away, right away. Hello. Oh, is that you, Marge? Get me the sheriff. Yes, hurry.
Hello? Who? Oh, hello, Jess. What? Are you sure? The lodge at Silver Lake. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Operator, Sheriff Downs speaking. Get me Chief Hanson at Nazi headquarters.
Yes? You think it's Frank Dillon? Okay, Downs. We'll get every available man. We'll meet at the fork on Clover Road. Right.
Hello? Call Milltown. Get me Captain Harvey. Notify all police cars to get up to the fork on Clover Road, Silver Lake. And proceed with caution. It may be the Dillon mob.
What's the matter with that, Joe? Is he going to sleep all day?
He ought to be up by this time.
I'm taking a look.
Waiting like this is driving me mad.
I'm afraid there isn't much we can do.
Joe up yet?
No, he's still asleep.
Wake him up.
It wouldn't be advisable.
I didn't ask you. Wake him up. What's the idea?
Please, he needs this rest.
What's going on here?
Nothing, but I think I know what's best for my patient.
I'm afraid you don't know what's best for you. Joe, wake up. I want to talk to you. Come on, Joe. You've had enough sleep. Wake up. Listen, Joe, do you hear me? I want to talk. Colt? What's the matter? Can't you talk either? Come on, Joe. We got to get out of here. Do you hear me? Joe! He's dead. What's the idea? What does this mean? Why didn't you tell me Joe was dead, huh? Come on, talk and talk fast.
You're right, Mr. Dillon. I'm afraid Joe is dead.
That's all I want to know. And I want to know what you two are pulling. It doesn't matter anymore. You can take a ride with me and the boys. Start moving.
Now, wait a minute. You can't do anything to Nora. This is all my fault.
All right, Nora, it's your decision. Either you play ball with me, you go for a ride with him. Which is it?
You'll never get away with it, Frank. The cops will get you.
Come on, which is it?
All right, Frank, I'll do things your way. Only let Dr. Bishop get free.
Nora! Are you balmy? Let him free with what he knows?
That's the way I feel about it, Frank.
I won't argue anymore. Maybe you'll change your mind when you see what happens to him.
Frank!
Come on, Dillon. Let's get it over with.
Don't worry, I will.
Joe! He's not dead!
Come on, get out. What was that? Come on. Come on. Let's get out. Close the door to the lab. Get back.
that chair.
Mitch, get an axe, will you?
We heard the shooting, boss.
Okay, cut that door down. Wait a minute. Give it a couple of blasts.
I can get up from the other side out by the barn.
Okay, go ahead. Give me that gun. Start working on the door.
Shooting from outside. Get underneath the window.
Steve, it's the police.
I hope you're right.
If your friend Leary comes through that door, I'll kiss him.
So will I.
Let's grab the car. Come on. Get these doors shut. Billy, hold this.
Stop firing! We've got you surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air. Oh, yeah? All right, they asked for it. Give them the tear gas. Tear gas! Hey, what's going on?
Boss, you're crying!
Out the back way. Get to the barn. There's plenty of ammunition there.
Fellas, go around the side. You boys cover us. We're going in the front way. There they go, boys. Around the back.
Man to be shot. How much longer do you think they can hold out, Chief?
I don't know. They must have a Marine arsenal in there.
Oh, say, this will make a great story. I hear you got Dillon in there. Is that right?
It's Dillon, all right.
Oh, this is terrific.
You newspaper boys better get behind the lines. Wow! Go on, beat it. 2 men will get yourself killed.
You don't have to tell me twice. Come on, Harry, let's get out of here.
Those guys by the gas tanks.
Stop firing. Maybe they're out of ammunition.
Come on. Those guys by the gas tanks are trying to come to the side. Firing at those tanks.
Better come out while you're still alive, Dillon.
Yeah? Come and get us, you yellow flatfoot.
Jerry. He knows what to do.
Okay, Chief.
I won't need these pills any longer.
Well, that finishes the Dillon gang. There was a mighty fine prescription you sent down to the druggist, Doc.
It's a good thing I remembered my Latin.
Yeah.
Why, Nora, you're shaking.
Oh, Steve, I feel as if I have an upside-down stomach.
So do I. Come on, let's get out of here.
Where's the doc going? If I'm guessing right, he's heading for a preacher.